Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shivangni Srivastava, Design and Project Management Assistant from TAG, and your host for today's show. Welcome to the training session of Professional Development of School Teachers, that is Microsoft Educator and Hybrid Learning 3.0 training program. We appreciate this initiative taken by Department of School Education of West Bengal to digitally skill their teachers in partnership with Tech Avantgarde, which is Microsoft's global training partner. Over the next 2 days, we'll be covering topics such as Microsoft Educator and Hybrid Learning 3.0 certification, as well as professional development and 21st century tools for educators. So, once the educators complete this training program successfully, they will be certified as the Microsoft Educator. So, without further ado, now I invite Mr. Prashant Jha, who is our head of training, to commence the training session.
Thank you so much, Shivangini. And I welcome each and every member for joining this training program. Once again, I wanted to welcome each and every individual participants for joining this professional development for school teachers training program. So I wanted to also thank the government of West Bengal, the school education department, especially the department team members who are so enthusiastic. They were running the campaigns to professionally develop the educators. That was amazing things to happen. We are also very much thankful to the Microsoft Education. Microsoft Education is the place where Microsoft is creating a lot of softwares, innovative software, which is the need of 21st century. So for that reason, Microsoft, we are very thankful for this entire project. We are very thankful for the Tech Avantgarde, who is a global training partner, along with Knowledge Revenue. They are the involvement people who actually takes care of the entire process end to end, providing you the IDs, passwords, and making this trainings implementation forwards, and so many things, right? Um, Last but not least, I want to thank all the participants who are joining in their busy schedules and sparing time for this professional development for school teachers training program. We are also thankful to the district magistrates of West Bengals who encourage from the district level, and principals, head of institutions who are actually encouraging their teachers to join this training program. So let me introduce myself. My name is Prashant Kumar Jha. I am Microsoft Innovative Educator and Microsoft Expert, and I'm actually involved in the Educator Empowerment Campaign. And right from 2013 onwards, I was involved into empowering teachers in terms of right from the day when they have to start using the first time that keyboards, mouse, and from that time I was actually involved in working closely with the teachers, hand-holding them. And today my main mission, or the company mission, is basically towards making the teachers 21st century ready and making them a global teachers. So the tool, software, everything is accessible to you. Only thing is we have to see that how we can take the next steps and implement such project in our own methods. So I am not alone today. I have got my wonderful team today who is going to share a lot of content materials in the chat. So I am welcoming each and everybody who is going to support in today's session. Now I wanted to go into today's agenda, what we will be doing it. So all the participants, I'm just trying to tell you, first of all, this is our the 7th to 8th batch of training programs, and we are trying to see that agenda should be clear to all the participants who are joining first time in today's session. We have got a wonderful response from all educators for joining this session. So I really wanted to thank each and everybody to join this training program. And first is I will tell you about the project introduction. What is the intention behind this professional development training program? Then we'll try to understand about the structure of the session. That means today and tomorrow, how your day look like, what are the activities we'll do it. So you'll understand about the entire thing. We'll try to understand about Microsoft in education, what are tools Microsoft is using it. And ultimately, we will go into 21st century tools for educator. We'll try to use the 21st, mainly today we are in understanding the 21st century tools for educator, because we have seen the educators are using, many educators are using still 20th century tool, and they're staying in 21st century. So what is 20th century tool? 20th century tools are like your chalk talk, your blackboard, your smart board, your projector, All those things are the 20th century tools. Now we need to upgrade ourselves with the help of technology. We need to adopt a 21st century tool, and we have to see that how best we can utilize this tool to meet the requirement of 21st century needs. That's highly important, because all these things we are doing, teachers, trust me, it is not for us. We are looking for the future of the 21st century learners, because the job market, the career opportunity of the students, irrespective of any field, by 2030 there is a drastic change is going to happen, and this is the right time. We have to prepare our students. When they pass out in 2030, they will be ready for the challenges of world. They will be ready to get in new jobs and get in um, a better world. They can actually be a good real world problem solvers, and they will be innovative. So basically, these tools are definitely helping you out, and we'll try to show you the tools which is not only you will use in the West Bengal, but the same tools are being used across the world by the global educators. So there is no difference, no difference of the tools. What the best quality of tools you are going to use from now, the same tool is being used by the educators in the world. So I hope that you all are equally excited like I am today, and I hope that you all are ready. If you are all ready, I wanted to you to do participate in one of the activity right now. So we have in an announcement, we have a message called "Hit like if you are ready." Right. So what you should do is, there's a small icon of, you'll have the like icon will be there. You just go and like it. If you do that, basically the activity will complete, and we'll see that you are reaching to the right place to see the announcements. Okay, whatever announcements we are making it. Okay, so that is the one thing. For that reason, we are right now joining there. So I just stop here for some time. On your screen, you have a Q&A option. Click on that, and you will be able to click on that, and you will be able to join that like option. Just see it, then I'll just see how many people have done that activity. So this is the place where we are sending the important informations to you. Example, if we have to share you the tomorrow's joining link, how it will come to you. Example, I'll just say tomorrow's joining link. And date is also given, 9th November. Suppose I have to send you some link. You can see the link is available to you in the announcement. Right. So idea is, this is the place where we will be communicating it to you, and you are also communicating back to us. Example, if I go to the question answer and see that, okay, I can see that 300 people have already clicked on liked, and I'm really happy to see the number of attendees today. You all are breaking the records. Trust me. So good evening, everybody, and I can see this. Lot of people are Rush Bihari, Bihari Beshak, Subhadeep Paul, Manoj Kumar Gupta sir, and I can see that many people. And Kakali Chakrabarti madam is also there, who is part of this session. I can see everybody who is joining this session. Thank you so much for joining, all those people. Now let us go and straight away gets into the project. So we all should understand what is this project all about. Okay, the topic of the project you can see in the slide itself is called professional development for a school teacher. Why it is so important? The answer is that we need to tighten our shocks for 21st century students' needs, because definitely the world they are getting into, nobody is able to anticipate what will be the changes in the world which is going to happen, because there are a lot of new things, innovations are happening today. Innovations in terms of your the new kinds of jobs are getting created, the use of AI, the use of mixed reality, the use of automation, the use of digital tools, digital intervention, everything. You can see the example of manufacturing industry, where all the maximum manufacturings are done by the robots, and you can see the examples of telephonic industry, where every mobile phone is in the back pocket of everybody. uh, by it is the projection by 2025, half of the dress which we are going to wear will be connected to internet. Half of the appliance in the home is connected to internet. There is a driverless cars are coming up. There's so many things are going to change. So it definitely going to require a new skills. Multilingual is one of the capability. So idea is we need to upgrade. Okay, as a teacher, we are doing amazing thing in our system. We know that what to teach the students, but the time is there where we have to upgrade. I'm not telling that we are doing wrong thing. We just have to upgrade it. So, example, if you see this definition, great professional development leads to a great teaching style and leads to the improved student outcome. So that's the main motto which we are going forward. And everything which we are doing is for the student centric. Now, that was the first thing. That's why we are doing professional development, because we can benefit our students community which is going to come in future. Second important area of this training program is we wanted to include technology, or we wanted to give a right technology in your hands. Okay, so if I give you the right technology in the hand, you will be able to minimize a lot of the manual works or things which you're doing in the school today. And also you become a more smarter educator or technology oriented educator in your classrooms. You'll be able to do a very good practice in the classroom. So example, this is one of the famous statement from the George Curious. For those educators who are a little fearful about the technology, so trust me that technology will never replace the great teachers like you. But technology in the hand of great teachers like you will be a transformational. That is going to happen. So the first part is professional development. Second thing is use of technology. And third is the implementation of hybrid learning. We all should know that what is hybrid learning. We have seen before COVID, it was face-to-face learning. After COVID, it was again face-to-face learning. During COVID, it is like online learning. What is hybrid learning? We have heard about many types of learning. If you go to the Google and search about the learning models, there's a lot of learning models are available. Activity based learning models. You have got a asynchronous learning model, synchronous learning model. I can go and talk about flipped classrooms. Okay, there is a concept of rotational device models, station rotation models. There are many. So, what is hybrid? That is what one thing which we are trying to put it forward to you. Hybrid is the best solution, and it is the new normal of education. And that's why we're calling it hybrid learning education 3.0. Why we call it? I'll explain you. So, definitely by today and tomorrow evening, when we are going to wrap up our session, one thing I can promise all of you will realize that you will develop certain professional development. You will know that many of technology tools, that means 4 to 5 technology or 10 technology apps, you will know. You will be able to use it by your own without any help. And third is you will know about what is the concept of hybrid learning and why we are doing so many things, why we should change. These things will be the clarity after tomorrow's session. Okay, let us tell you the structure of the session. So the objective of the session is to make you all a global educator. Okay, because you have to open up your classroom, and when students comes in your classroom, they are inside a four wall of classroom. They cannot see the world. But with technology, you can show the students to the world. Example, today there's a concept of virtual field trips. Without passport and without visa, you can make your students travel to any part of the country. Right? That's what we're talking about as a global educator. Technology can help you with that. And that's very important because today workspace, I can tell you about our company, anyway, any company for that matter. Everybody now they are working not only with the people which they know. Example, if I know Hindi, I can work with Hindi. No, there are a different culture of people which you get in the workplace. There are different region of people which we get in the workplace. Different language speaking people we get in the workplace. Different country of people or different time zones we have to work always. So considering that all situation, are we preparing our student of the classroom for tomorrow? because we have to definitely bring out the concept of collaboration. We have to bring out somewhere, I'm telling you today, somewhere from the reading, writing, and arithmetic, the 3 R's of teaching process which we are doing it, we have to now include the 5 C's. What are the 5 C's? It's critical thinking, it's a communication, it's collaboration, it's computational thinking, and it's computational thinking, right? So these are 5 C's, which is very, very important. Make a note of it, and we have to practice this entire 5 C's. Okay. Now, 90 minutes of sessions will happen. It is duration of session will be between 60 to 90 minutes every day. We will be having it. That means today and tomorrow. And you can join. One of the question which was asked by one of the teacher, I remember the teacher before the session started, it was from the Ajit sir, I guess so. Sir has asked a question like, can I join from the desktop? You can join from your mobile phone, laptop, desktop, anything for that matter, right? And it's a one-way communication. So the chats will be the one thing which can help you out to communicate to us. Recording today's session will be recorded, and if you wanted to watch the recording later purpose, you can even click on today's joining link after session. You will be able to watch the recording. Likewise, the certificates, you all are, if you complete today's session and tomorrow's session with proper notes and give everyday quiz. Today we have a quiz at end of session. If you give quiz, tomorrow quiz, you do it properly. One final assessment, we are going to conduct a final quiz. If you pass that, we believe that you know the tools now, you are using the tools now, and you are familiar with the tools application, and you will be rewarded or awarded with Microsoft Educator Global Certificate, which you can proudly share with the people. Your students will be very proud of you when you get this kind of certificates. So that is the one of the main idea. There are many things which I can keep telling you, but one thing should be clear, that you should remember your 11-year ID and password. Now, what is 11-year ID and password? All of you must have received, example, the mail or the WhatsApp, and in everywhere you will see that this is your ID and this is your password, ending with lavenir.cc, lavenir.cc. That ID and password, you please note it down for the lifetime. Keep it with you. Do not forget the ID, do not forget the password, because that is the ID password which will make you to access almost 28,000 worth of Microsoft software. So this is the application of software which you will be access to it. So this training is not just like a theoretical session is done and we have told you, okay, these are the applications, we can use it. We believe in people to do the hands-on practice. So that's the reason we are providing you the software, so that when it comes to the hands-on practice, it should not feel like you don't have software to practice, right? We wanted to give you the software to experience it and work on it. That's the reason this entire access is given to you. So please take it very carefully and responsibly and try to use it for your better professional development. I'll tell you how to access such applications and all. Before I go into the other things and all, certain things which you can use and download in your mobile phone, which can be done today or tomorrow also. You just note down the application name which you can download on your mobile phone. Later you can delete it also if space is the constraint. But Microsoft 365 is one of the application. Microsoft Teams and OneDrive is the application. This is the 3 application. Outlook is one of the application. Microsoft Flip is one of the application. Word is one of the application. Microsoft Lens is one of the application, and LinkedIn is one of the application. These all applications you can go and download from your mobile Play Store if you're using a mobile phone to join this session. For laptop users, everything can be done on the laptop. It supports all the application, but mobile phone users definitely requires a separate application to download. So try to focus on that area and try to download the application. Now, example, this all application which you can see, you'll think about why it is required. I'll tell you one application which you can see on the left hand side of the screen, Microsoft Office Lens. It almost like if you all have done anytime the document scanning from your mobile phone, it is almost like that software. But I'll tell you one use case where I have used this application. So when COVID was on the peak, during that time when I was doing the training sessions with many schools in the part of the country, there are schools who basically don't have right now. Still today, there are many schools who don't have the devices. The teachers don't have the even one computer in their school. They were managing by their mobile phone, And because in the COVID, they were not getting the textbooks. So teacher has to teach them. Now, how teacher can teach that with the help of a small mobile screen? They require to create a presentation. Now, teachers little bit, and I know many teachers little bit not very much comfortable with a PowerPoint presentation. So what we did is we told them download this application called Microsoft Office Lens. Example, I as a teacher have to teach in a classroom today the chapter 1 of some topic. Let's say about a grammar topic which is called tense. Now in the tense I have to teach about present tense, past tense and future tense. What I can do, I'll open a mobile phone with the lens and I will click some photos of it. Lens, chapter, book notes. The moment I keep clicking photos, it keeps adding in my photo queue. And ultimately, at last, I will go to the option called export it. If I say export it, it asks me how you want to export PDF, PPT, Word, what format you want it. If I uh, if I just think about, okay, let me just think about I can do with help of PPT option. I click on PPT. What happens? Immediately, the entire photo which I click converts into a PPT format, which I can just share a screen and start presenting to my students. So even students don't have the book, but still they can learn with me. And even I can share that PPT back to the students for their future reference. So Microsoft Lens is that powerful. And there is a lot of use cases. When you start using, you'll have your own ideas of using these applications, right? LinkedIn is an amazing platform where we can professionally connect, and now I'm enjoying to connect a lot of educators of West Bengal, and they all wanted to share their ideas, their innovations, and amazing responses, amazing batch I have got it. Although till now, I think from COVID time to till now, we have almost trained the almost we have trained 950,000 of educators across the country, from India and outside India. But I'll say the West Bengal educators, the kind of interactivity which the educators are doing today was amazing. Uh, I really appreciated. I was always telling my team, my management, everybody about the engagement, learning outcome which you are putting forward after this training. It's amazing. Now, that's what we want to tell about the structure of the session. I hope you are clear. We were trying to tell you about the, the session agenda. That also should be clear. Me and my team, we are clear about it. I need to know about you. I wanted to know more about you, about which districts you are joining from, what are the familiar applications you are using, what are the hardware you use, what software you use. If I wanted to know such things, how can I know that? So many questions are there. If I come individually to ask you, it will take a lot of time. So what I can do is, I will definitely try to use some 21st century designed tools. They can help me out in making my process faster, right? Authentication. So first of all, I wanted to show you that how can you log in and access the learning account. You can access all the Microsoft application which you all are licensed to. That activity is the first activity. Let us go and complete that activity. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to set up. 1 second. Yes, so we are back now, and we are into a browser, right? So in the browser, we all can go to the page called google.com. That's a normal page which we all know what is google.com. In the google.com, we'll try to search for Office 365 and click on enter. So when you click on office365.com, in the Google, this page will come, that is office.com. I'll share you the direct link of this one if required. I'll put in the announcement. Office.com. Okay. So what is your role in the office.com? It's like this. You will click on sign in. In the sign in, it will ask you to enter the ID and the password. So you will enter your ID and password. So example, you will have the 11-year ID and you will have the password. So enter that, it will ask you the message. Click on and you will be logged into Microsoft Office 365 window. Okay, so following a screen will be displaying to you, which you can click on it and just be a part of your Office 365 window. So what is the next thing? So next thing is you have got a very corner, you can see this 9 side, I've got the 9 dot. So what you can do is you can click on this 9 dot to see which all application you got the license to. Click on 9 dots. It will display you which all application is Microsoft applications you are accessing to. Like you can see, look Microsoft has come up with more than 30 plus applications called as 21st century tools for educator, which if you use it, your maximum works will become a very smart and you will be using these tools to manage your classroom activities. So like SharePoint, Teams, Sway, and so many applications are there. If you click on explore application, you will be able to explore more and more application right here. Right? You can see all the application. So I will take a pause here for another 1 minute. I wanted you all to come and log into office.com. That activity you all finish it first. I'll take a pause at this time. Okay. So this is our main Office 365. I hope you all have activated this by now. So we are going and exploring some of the application. Okay. So example, some application which we have to go here by clicking on 9 dots. First application I wanted to go is we can click on all applications by clicking on all application. And I can choose application like form. Now, many of us may have filled up the form all these days, but we may not have gone ahead and create any new form. Okay, we must have filled up, but we may not created a new form. So for that, we will see that how we can go ahead and create a form. So for that, what can be done? I'll just show you. So in this form page, we can click on new form. This form we are creating why? Because we have to collect a response from many people. I click on new form by clicking on the option called new form. It will ask me the provide a title of this form. So we can provide a title of this form. Example, it is called survey form, batch 7. And if I have got a question here, some question to be asked, example, choice question, text question. So if I have to ask your name, I will use text question here. So I'll ask a question name. Mandatory question, yes. Next question, I wanted to provide a question which is my question like have you logged in to Office 365 dashboard. Option is yes, option is no, right? Then I have got a next question here, something called what are the devices you are using in your classroom, right? So if somebody is not a teacher, they're admin, they can also see their teachers and they can write it here, the comments. So example, what are devices you are using? This is a multiple choice question. So example, I can just put here mobile phone, chalk, marker. Then I can use here blackboard, whiteboard, projector. I can say projector, TV, or I can say flat panels, display. Likewise, I can just provide some more examples like hologram, HoloLens, and likewise, these all examples I've just given it here. Collar, mic, camera in classroom. Okay, for teaching. So these are the options I've given. Now, my form is ready. Trust me, my form is ready. There's a 4 buttons here: preview, styles, collect, present. We'll try to use all 4 options. Preview is to give you the glimpse of how your presentation look like right now, or the form is look like. Using the styles, you can change the design. Collect, using the collect, we can generate a link which I can share with all of you. And there are some 3 dots where some settings are there which I can stop or start the response for the form, right? So I can go and click on preview. This is what my basic form look like. It's a green color, little cyan color form is looking like. I can click on styles to change the color. If I want a dark blue, or I want some different colors, which is look like green one or pink one, I can change the color. Even I can change the design of the background. You can click on preview. Can you see it? There is a design is changed. How this is possible? This is possible with the help of style. Even I can enable the background music. So what will happen if I click on preview? You will have the background music playing from backside. You will be able to hear that audio. Okay. So now after this point, we will go back to our form and try to use the option called collect response. I have got 3 settings here. This is a very important setting to understand by when you are using all the Microsoft applications. This is very important security setting of your form. That means whom you want it to share. Anyone, that means maybe they will not have the Microsoft account, they will use it. Anyone, only people in the knowledge 11 year can respond, and specific people in knowledge 11 year can respond. There are 3 kinds of categories are there, right? So now if I choose the second option, if I share this link, there's a link is coming right hand side. If I copy this link and share you by WhatsApp, you will not able to open until you have a knowledge 11 year account. But if you have got a and this is the URL, I can copy this URL. It's a pretty big URL. I can see this is a pretty big URL. So I can have the option of shorting up this URL. URL is shorted up. I can copy this link. So this is how you can create a multiple forms of your classroom or maybe of your school. You can actually create it. I can copy this and I'll try to go to the announcement. I'll write here sample form design by me. So I have created a form and I shared it into the announcement. I will have the option of QR code also. That means if anybody scans this QR code, they will be able to open the form. That is also quite possible. There is option of embed code. That means this form can be also added in the website of the school. If the website or something is there, we can directly embed this form there. But let us understand only two options. This is the link icon and this is the QR icon. You will understand when you create your own. Only one request is when you're creating your own, select the option as of now, anyone can respond, shorten the URL and copy this link and share it. Right? Now, where to share, I'll tell you in a while. Okay, but once this form is shared, people will be able to respond it. Example, if I click on preview, I can start responding. Example, my name is Prashant Jha. Have you logged into Office 365 today? I have logged in. What are the devices available in my classroom? So in my classroom, I am using mobile phone, I am using chalk, I am using maybe the marker, I am using blackboard, I am using whiteboard, I am using projector. Other things, I'll see whether I'm using it or not. Otherwise, I click on submit. My response is submitted. So that same way, once the response is submitted, it will come to the person who creates a form. Imagine tomorrow you have to collect a lot of response from your students, from your parents community, from your educator community. You can use form to do it right from today. You have learned about the forms to create it. You can start working on forms to ask people to give you the response. Once it is done, I'll see that how many people have sent the response. It shows me 43 people have already submitted this response. I'll just click on present to show you how it look like. There are many people have sent the response, but maximum people has got a title. 7 people has got title as Das, and we have got 2 people title Saha, and everybody is there. I can go to the next place, next question. Have you logged into the Office 365? 87% yes, 12% no, maybe because they're not able to do it or they don't have seen that their login ID password is received. What a device you're using to use in the classroom. So there are many devices out there, chalk, talk, and other things are there. So these are devices which is showing up, but I can see camera in the classroom is used by 2% people. They're trying. I really liked it. And I can see these numbers are quite obvious because people are more in chalk and blackboard method. That's the highest 20%, which I can see it. But people are also putting into the projector level of teaching methods, to the TV level of teaching methods, and some people are also trying with the camera, right? That's amazing to see. I'll just take a screenshot of this response sheet, what you are putting it forward. I'll take a screenshot and I will try to use in my presentation. When I will come back to my presentation, I will use it. Okay. I'll definitely use it. So that will be. Now we'll go back to close the screen. And if you notice, in a very short span of time, 166 people have already responded. And there are many people. Initially, the people who has responded is started from Partha, and we have got many responses are coming up. 191 responses. So, example, this is just a demo purpose. So we are not very much interested in getting this response. What I can do, I have to stop the response. It is going uncontrollable, right? So what I can do, I can click on this 3 dots. I have got a settings. In settings, I can untick this option, accept response off. I have sort of settings here. I can also set up the settings like people in the organization, one person can respond only one time. Such settings are available here. But right now I clicked on accept response, I off it. So the form status become closed. After 258, it will not take any. So meantime, you can also create your own form. I'm just refreshing this page. So if you are created this form, you will see that whenever you next time go to the forms page, you will see that one form which is 258 responses already there. You wanted to create a new form or new quiz, you can always create it here. Multiple quiz, you can create it here. For creating quiz, also it becomes a very easy method. Just click on new quiz and put a title of the quiz, any competition you wanted to do it. Example, I wanted to create some quiz on ICC World Cup 2023 quiz. And there's a questions you can create as a choice question. Okay. So I can just represent questions like this. Which country flag is this? Right. And in the image of the question, we can insert some image from the internet, and I can just say okay, just showing you an example here. I'm just trying to select any of the flag as an image and trying to add it right here. And options I can provide here is like this: India, Pakistan, Australia, South Africa. Right? As a teacher, you know what is the right answer. So if you select the right option as a teacher and provide a point as example, this question point is 5 points. And this question is mandatory for the students to do it. What will happen? This is how my quiz is ready. I'll click on preview to show it to you. This is the quiz ready. Now students can actually go and give the answer. And if I go and click on collect response, the same method, I can copy it, copy the link and share it with the people. They will be able to give the quiz. Only thing is we have to provide the name of the student. We should not miss out what is the name of the students and all those things. And some more things like in the settings, we have option of show result automatically. If I off it, result will not be shown automatically, but if I on it, result will show automatically. Example, if I have to fill this form in the mobile view, this is a mobile view, right? So which country flag it is? If I just go and select India and click on submit, it will display thank you for submitting. You can see the result here. If I click on view result, I got 0 marks, right? So if I go ahead and try to click on preview again and try to fill up again, and this time if I select South Africa and click on submit and click on view result, I have got 5 out of 5 because I entered the right answer. Students don't know what is the answer teacher has selected. So imagine if you are conducting a test for 50 students in the classroom or 100 students in the classroom, everybody test you can conduct very smoothly with the help of these applications. Okay, so I'm not telling that it's an official examination you can conduct, but a formative assessment or feedback assessment is always required to be collected. So forms plays an important role on using such application. Now, similar thing, if I go and I have so many applications, other applications of Microsoft which do the same purpose. Now, one such application I will show you right now by going into Teams, right? So we have got a Teams as application here. We will try to first group all of you into a team, and then we will share our form there. We will see that who has done better forms and all those things. We can do it. Let us create a community in the team. So if we click on Teams from Office 365, those who are using mobile phone, they have logged into the mobile phone Teams. They can directly be part of a Teams group. A lot of response from your students. website of the school. If the website So tomorrow we are going to talk more about these status. That means why this all those things are highly important, because there is a lot of changes are happening. Tomorrow we are going to cover the hybrid learning topic in detail, with the need of why this all those important elements are required, why hybrid learning is so important today. These all things we are going to explore tomorrow, right? And I'll just show you some of the case study also that can happen tomorrow. But basic things I wanted to show you right now. Let me just share the screen and show it. Okay, just to give a glimpse of it, because there's a lot of changes. You can see it, the mobile phone, chalk, marker. People are doing a lot of changes. So where is the future of education is going? Because everybody is trying to apply their own methods. They go back. Some people go back in the old method. Somebody is trying to go forward. Somebody is backward. So where the future of education is going? That's a question mark. So to understand the future of education, we need to understand the education system of past. We had this Gurukul system of education where that was we call as a 1.0 education. Then we had got this second education system where 2.0 education, four wall of classroom. We all are a product of that, where we are made to sit in a classroom where the holistic development is little difficult for the students, like how it was happening in Gurukul system. The access, overall access, and overall seeing the entire world was very difficult in this kind of system. So now with the help of internets and all those things which is coming, people are trying to adapt many things in their classroom today. So ultimately there is a question where it is going. So I'll tell you a few things about where it is going, because UNESCO had a vision of 2020 education system. In this vision, UNESCO has told the world that education system will change. It will go to the 3.0 education system. 1.0 was Gurukul, 2.0 our four wall of classroom, and 3.0 is connected learning community, which is quite possible when we are implementing hybrid learning in the campus. What is hybrid? Tomorrow's topic. Okay, I'll brief it completely about hybrid learning. Why it is so critical? Because I can just tell you a few things about why it is. Okay, why it is very very important here, because few things you can see on the screen. The number of people in learning in China nearly equals to the US population. By 2025, most populous nation on the earth will be India. In the next 2 years, one of the four world's worker will be Indian. All those things are very, very important. Digital universe has grown by 1,000%, and many people are believing it. And this is the important figures. Google handles 1 million queries every single day. There are more than 45, 450,000 language. And sometimes that's good experience to have used. And many places were available not existing 2000. There's a design video showing what is changing. This should not be your classroom. This should not be your teacher. Today's teachers should be different. I'll give you this all analysis and materials of it, right? I'll explain you about this video, but it is all required. The thing is, telephone industry is changing, education industries are not changing. And we have also one problem is, you can see this example, if you not change, the technology is definitely going to become a demand of future. And that demand to fulfill with the supply, that's a difficult process. So I've seen this example of pilot and the cameraman, both's job is gone and taken up by the drone today. Likewise, the manufacturing industry, BMW, Mercedes, they manufacture the cars in their industry. Everything they were doing by within half an hour. 500 workers work has been taken care by the robots, and 5 managers are able to manage the entire thing. There's a lot of open interviews that are available on internet. You must go and watch this. World is changing definitely, and preparing is We have to prepare the teacher for doing this process. And tomorrow when we start, I'll show you one of the video of one of the very important educator where teacher needs to learn about, teacher need to be skilled, teacher needs to know about lot of certificates. Now teacher has to get into the war and they have to learn and earn lot of certificates which is available. Then only they will be able to connect to the world. They will bring AI, mixed reality, or augmented reality in their classrooms, and even virtual field trips. They can do it. They can connect to the author. They can connect to the scientist. They can connect to anybody. So with the tools like Microsoft Teams, with the tools like Word, with the tools like Forms you have seen, these are just the three tools I showed you today. But many tools are available which is helping you and make you smiles on your face when you become a certified teacher. Right? So today's quiz link is shared with you in the announcement. What you can do is you can just go for the today's quiz link, complete the quiz. Quiz is very important for today. So based on your understanding, you can complete the quiz. And what we can do is tomorrow when we are meeting, we will be discussing in detail about the hybrid learning. We'll be discussing more in detail about the process, about the professional development tools. So tomorrow's sessions plays a very important role. Currently, I'm just sending you the quiz link that is for A1 quiz. And with that, I will stop here today and I'll give the stage back to Ranjani for a quick closing remarks, and tomorrow we'll meet up for our next connected session. Over to you, Ranjani.
Thank you, Prashant. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ranjani Srinivasan, Engagement Specialist from Tech Avantgarde. I would like to take this opportunity to first thank the government of West Bengal, Department of School Education, for taking this step to digitally skill educators and empower them. I thank Prashant Jha for his excellent training session today, and I also thank the TAG team for their support and collaboration to make this session a success. The goal of these training sessions is to digitally transform education and provide exposure to the Microsoft technologies, which will make educational institutions 21st century compliant and will also support student-centered learning. On completion of this course, the educators will get an opportunity to take an online test. On successful completion, every educator will be awarded with ME certification. I'm also happy to announce that the government of West Bengal, in association with Tech Avantgarde and Microsoft, will acknowledge the educators' achievements in a grand graduation ceremony. This certificate will be valid globally. We are extremely glad to be a part of your learning journey. You can now follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to embark on a journey of continuous discovery. On Facebook, you'll find a thriving community where you can dive into conversations, share your thoughts, and witness firsthand the collaborative spirit that fuels our collective pursuit of knowledge. LinkedIn, the professional hub of the digital landscape, is where we share insights, industry trends, and thought leadership. Connect with us to amplify your professional network. Join us on Instagram to discover tag-related updates and inspirational stories. Please follow us on these channels for regular updates. The links are provided in the announcement section. Please note that the links to important takeaways and today's quiz are provided in the announcement section. I request you all to download these apps on your devices before tomorrow's session. The Teams app, LinkedIn app, OneDrive app, Outlook app. You can also join Microsoft Teams groups using the code given in the announcement section. I, Ranjani Srinivasan, thank you for your participation in the program. Thank you. Have a nice day.